And we are back. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
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 I like that you can dry in the background there. That's pretty sweet.
I know, someone awesome made it.
Action.
And changed it because she got sick of gradients in the lettering.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just saying. Also, I changed
Did you already give up on your hood?
Yeah, it's warm as fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I had to
As
take off
soon as the
mop.
camera went off, I was like, get this wig off.
I wish I could itch my face. Every time I do, it sucks because then I gotta put more on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little warm. But I'm still rocking the tunic here. Got the tunic. Nice little
The purple
Hanes
girls have
whitey.
all the time, Daniel.
Huh?
When you can't itch your face.
I know, I'm like, oh!
Rage mode.
You guys can't even see, like, it all comes out of my face. Stupid fringe.
Yeah, I can see that the wig could be uncomfortable too. Any kind of wig could be uncomfortable.
It's just tickly. There's like random short bits, like here. So it's tickling my neck, and I'm like, why do you exist?
Okay. We left off with Mogar kicking down the door and charging in. Are you prepared, Mogar?
Oh, I'm ready.
Solis has got his bow drawn.
Next
He's
is
ready.
just cowering behind Symarra. Like,
I'm like,
Wait, can't we see in here pretty clear? I mean, we have vision of the night. Me and Mogar.
yeah, but he
Yep.
just charged in. So I'm assuming Mogar's like taking up a lot of room right now in this little shack.
Yeah, I'm in the back with the arrows.
Yeah,
Even
it
though I
might.
have the most HP. What?
Is it, like, do I have to bend over?
Yeah.
No. Most doors are like seven feet tall.
Oh, that's what he meant.
And I'm assuming if you have your weapon, like you're not just like standing as tall as possible. You're probably like slightly crouched with it.
All right.
Mogar, as you charge into the room, you see that it immediately goes into that grayscale look, right? So the room is devoid of light, but you can see in gray. And as you pan around, directly in front of you, seems to be halfway tucked under the door, there looks to be the body of a wolf.
Just the body. Ah.
Ho, ho, ho. What's the bumping this?
So I grab the body.
As you grab the
'cause
body, there is a very loud, audible. When you turn and look, there is a man standing mostly naked. It looks like he's down to just some trousers, like his underwear of sorts. He's wearing a nightcap on the top of his head. Clutched in his right hand is a straight razor, and he's slamming his head on the back of the wall.
oh,
So it's a man in a nightcap, looking forward or turn around, like hitting his.
He's
hitting the
looking into the room. He doesn't notice that you're there, and he's slamming his head multiple times into the wall.
He didn't notice when I busted in there.
He's possessed.
Made to
All
knowledge.
right.
If we,
Upon closer inspection, it's Gib. It's the sheriff.
God damn it. I knew it.
see
I
his
knew it.
pajamas, you're not gonna be happy.
So, what? I see this, and I tell everybody, come here! And so, hopefully
doesn't-
everyone can come.
There's no response from him. He continues to slam his head.
Solis runs in. Oh dear. What do we do?
It's the sheriff.
Is it dark in this place or
Yes,
what?
it is. It is.
Does he
I mean,
still?
he doesn't-
Does he have the same look, kind of, or the same aura of what? What's his name? Bart had
Well-
when he transformed into Vance.
No,
We don't know.
no, he does not.
It was Cecil in the graveyard was saying about how people were getting kind of possessed overnight and trying to go outside with knives and junk.
Should we turn the light on so everyone can see?
I mean, technically, someone hears. Solis, I think it was you said that you have your lantern.
Yeah, I have a hooded lantern.
When you open your lantern, you pull back the cage. It shines light on the room. There is a very visible amount of blood that has started dripping down the wall. Give
I run up and put a pillow behind the back of his head.
Sure. Sure. He slams his head to the pillow itself, and it is it's a muted noise, but when he removes his head, there's an audible like from the blood that is congealed on the back of his head. He's been doing
I
this a
am
while.
looking at this. I'm sort of looking at this as like a epileptic condition. Like
Sure.
I'm just trying to make things comfortable for him, but not move him or do anything like that.
Right.
So putting the pillow in the back of the head is my first step. But I'm trying to assess the damage, that he's creating to himself, and trying to be very careful that he's not going to suddenly try to shiv me with
Yes.
that blade.
Do you touch him, or are you just holding the pillow up?
I don't touch him. I literally hold the pillow up behind his head like this, and kind of just like looking at him. And I'm looking to Mogar, and I'm like, hey man, like make sure he doesn't fucking stab me with that goddamn knife. I'm holding the fucking thing up like
At
this.
the same time that he does this, Mogar then just thinks and remembers the planchette, and he looks and tells the rest of the group and Mogar, like, look for the planchette, that they can be able to look at it and hopefully be able to see what if he is possessed or anything of the sort.
Solus.
Did the wolf have a head or no?
Yes.
Solus, Symarra, you both see where Mogar is standing, which is on the door itself. It's slightly, it's not like it's completely parallel with the floor. It's slightly adjacent. Nearest Mogar's feet is the body of a decapitated wolf, a black wolf.
So, this is odd. The wolf's body's here. Lily had the wolf's head. Nix, excuse me. Nix had the wolf's head. The hatchet. He has a razor in his hand. Surely he didn't cut the wolf's head off with the razor. He used the hatchet. How did the hatchet in the head get to Nix?
I mean, we could investigate it. It's kind of gross, though.
Should we first get that thing away from his hand? I mean, I don't think we should touch him. I don't know. I just don't want him to wake up and start slinging it.
Just stay over there. He can just fine. Is it like?
I don't know, man, but somebody's got to do something. I can't. My arms.
Let's
This pillow. He's still just smashing his head in the back.
Because he's kind of out of it. Can I use Mage Hand to get the blade off him? Because
His hand
I don't know.
is flinched around the blade itself. He's holding on it quite tightly. He's white knuckled at this
Okay.
point.
I have to cut his
No
arm
Mage
off.
Hand.
Damn it.
All right. Shoot.
Well, let's investigate the wolf.
Mogar do?
Do we roll for it?
What are you trying to roll for exactly?
Well, I don't know actually. I thought the planchette was gonna be somewhere near.
You guys, I mean,
yeah,
you can
we're
still
trying
look
to
for it.
root.
You can look for it.
Okay.
Tasha,
Can I-
real quick, what class are you?
I am
Not a
a
character.
sorcerer.
What spells did you take? Like your cantrips or even your
I've-
level 1 spells?
I've got cantrips, eschew materials. I've got Ray of Frost, Prestidigitation, Drench, Mage Hand, Snowball, and Mage Armor.
Okay, what do you have any level 1 spells yet?
Yeah, those Snowball and Mage Armor.
Snowball and mage armor.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Damn it, man. We really need a sleep. We need like a magical sleep. Everyone gets possessed, we need to be like sleep. That would even
What about
work.
you?
I don't
Do
even
you
know,
have
but
anything-
it's like
Do you have anything strong in your jacket that can cause sleep by smell?
No.
Cypress. Anyway.
If
I mean, I would assume that I have some sort of waking salts or something. I mean, that's up to the DM to decide. I didn't specifically
That's your
say
call.
I had these things.
That's your call. I'm not gonna harp on you about it.
Okay, that's fine. I try to use some sort of herbal waking remedy to try to awaken him from whatever is happening, but I doubt it's gonna work. I'm as I'm holding this thing, I'm like reaching into my pockets and like
Sure.
I come up with something. I'm trying to like put it under his nose. I'm like trying to do something to help
Right.
him. I'm like looking to everybody else like I'm scrambling here, like just trying to do what I can.
You
I
begin
look
to
a little
waft
frantic.
some components in his face, and that would surely awaken a normal person. But Gib still continues with his eyes wide open, mind you, completely devoid of color, slamming his head into the pillow on the stone wall.
Can I do an ear-piercing scream on him to like try to wake him up?
Oh God.
You can try.
Do I have to-
Close
I
our
have to roll
ears.
for that, right? Or
Solis, well, say something before you do it, so we know.
I think it won't hurt you guys if I direct it towards somebody.
Just remember too, this is just out of character, you do what you want, but just remember too that could draw attention from everybody else around and in town
Yeah, that's true.
as well.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I want to look for. Solis wants to look for the planchette while
Sure.
everything is going crazy.
Give me
So
a
while
perception.
you're doing that,
It's perception.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's plus.
I'll help Solis by also looking.
I was gonna do a Mogar thing.
Do the Mogar thing. Do it. Believe.
I don't know if it would be a good idea to do it with the knife in his hand, but at the same time, I was thinking of running straight for him. And
thank you.
Never mind. Solis can do it.
Solis, you look at all of the telltale spots of where someone may hide something, and you don't really see anything. You're not finding the planchette. It's immediately not available to you. The only place that you haven't looked, just throwing this out here, take it as you will,
Is on him.
Is on him.
Okay, guys, I have an idea. But it's probably not going to be one of the smartest ones I've ever come up with. He's in a state. What is he wearing? He said he was naked?
He's just got trousers on.
He's got underwear,
Yeah, like
basically the
undies.
equivalent.
Hey,
of like,
Solis, like, man, spit it out, dude. I'm like,
Well, the planchette might be
Regulate.
on him. If you know what I
Check
mean.
his pants!
Does he have pockets?
I have no idea. If one of you like
everybody needs to chill the fuck out. Listen, Mogar, get this knife from him, man. Like, I am looking at Mogar like, you are big, you are strong, take this fucking
That's
knife.
what I
Like,
wanted
am
to
freaking
do.
the fuck
Let's
out.
do this. 2-2. And I run straight at him, and I like with my arm. This
Breaks his
is going
hand.
to his neck. No, like not hard, like to his chest almost. Like so, I'm not hurting his neck. I only ram his chest straight to his to the wall, so he cannot be able to like continuously do hard. Only thing he can do is just head movements, and then also grab his hand with this one. You know, grab it with this hand and pin that hand as much as I can. If he doesn't have the strength, to the wall, so he cannot be able to use that knife, and then someone hopefully can take the knife from his fingers or whatever, like just pry it while I'm holding him.
This is kind of a fun situation because I get to see how Bub DMs this exactly. I'm curious.
Oh
to see.
yeah.
Okay, in this situation, you declare that you want to basically pin him to the wall.
Yeah.
In order for you to do this, you have to beat his CMD.
Oof. Okay, here we go. What's the
So you
CMD?
do grappling at this point. You're doing a grapple check, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
I apologize. I need weak freedom.
Take it off, girl!
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
I couldn't do it. It was itchy.
Tickly.
So my what was my CMB? Okay, so my CMB has to be his CMD.
Yes, so D20 plus your combat maneuver bonus.
The bonus, so the base attack bonus or the total?
No, to your CMB, whatever that total is, roll a D20, add that total to it.
Gotcha. Cool.
This is what Symarra's hair would look like, but white.
Braided.
Yeah, well, I feel like she would be practical.
If I need to roll higher, I will.
Mogar, you
What's
hit
good
the
to
number.
No, I have to
Nice.
do even or odd now.
You can either even or odd, or you can use your inspiration.
Inspiration. I'd rather use inspiration.
Do
Okay.
it. This is importante.
Okay.
So it's a D6.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter,
Yeah.
would it?
No, this is even minimum. Even minimum, you are going to you're going to succeed. So I'm going to take your
You don't have
inspiration
to
from
roll.
you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if I roll. I am gonna succeed.
Your
if I do it.
minimum will allow you to succeed in beating his
All right,
CMD.
take away my my instigation, my goodies. But I'm
Your
glad I used
inspiration,
that. That was
yes.
a good use.
Yes,
Inspiration,
you
thank
you charge him, you hit him, you hit the wall. Cypress is still holding this behind his head, but once you hit him to the wall, right? You've tackled him. You haven't managed to hold down a pin, but as this happens, as you pin him to the wall, as you've got him struck up, arm up, and you're holding onto his arm, Cypress, you see the color return to his eyes. And Gib, being the sheriff of the town, in his house, in his clothes, there's a man pinning him to his wall.
The man that's already violated.
I already knew this was gonna happen, dude.
The man
Damn.
that's already put his finger down his throat. No.
Gib says, "What the?" Ah! And he tries to swing down at you. He's trying to swing down at you, but you have a hold of his hand. Cypress, you see this happening. Do you assist him in any way? Are you trying to pin the sheriff?
Yes, I do try to pin the sheriff and assist Mogar, but at the same time, I'm yelling out to Solis to check his pockets for the plancha. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Solis runs, goes with the pockets. Excuse your trousers, excuse my hands, but at the moment, I can't
All right.
bear
So
to find out where I'm touching.
what this is going to take, Mogar, you're going to have to succeed in this point. You're going to have to name a pin. Cypress is going to offer you 2. It's 8 another, so your roll, it's going to be d20 plus 7. If you beat him, you maintain a pin long enough for Solis to search his undies.
Fuck. Can I reroll?
Gross.
I reroll. I reroll. Use my reroll. I've used 1. We have how many today?
We had like 4.
We have 4.
I've used one, so we've got like.
I've used my inspiration and I've used 1 reroll.
Correct.
So we had 4.
By the way, just for clarification, because you guys are new, I don't, and Bub can correct me if I'm wrong, but what's happening right now is we're technically in combat and we're going round to round every 6 seconds. And what you're doing is you're continuing a grapple. So if you do grappling in this game, like let's say you want to headlock somebody or detain them or do whatever, basically you have to maintain that like round to round because he has a chance to move away or whatever. So for those of you, for you guys who are new, what's happening right now is we're actually like in combat. Basically.
Yeah, so
Brother, we learned quick on the centipedes on that. Real quick.
Yeah,
Not
they
good
did.
times.
Yeah, but grappling is weirder.
It
Grappling
is.
is
It's
weirder,
strange.
and especially in Pathfinder, super weird.
I had to hold Vance, man. I was trying to grab him and tell him not to go. I was like, we did that for literally 4 times back and forth. It was insane.
Funny.
Solis, you want to do this with care. The last thing that I think you want to do is get a handful of sheriff
Yeah.
sack.
I don't want his hairy balls in mine. Beautiful hand.
Is my roll enough?
Yeah, your roll is just enough. It is. Solis, you begin to kind of feel around his body. You don't feel anything. There doesn't seem like
He has no balls.
he's not keeping anything inside of his trousers.
Okay. Guys, he's pretty empty. And I do mean empty.
While that's happening, I am trying my best to calm Gib down.
Okay.
Like to be like, hey, you were possessed. Relax. Hey man, like you just stop wiggling. Like we're not trying to hurt you, man. Like you were possessed. We think you killed the wolf over there. Like I'm just trying my best to. Obviously, he's woken up and he has every right to feel the way he does and protect himself. I'm just trying to calm him down.
While
Can I
you
use
do
some
that,
sort of
Mogar.
diplomacy or something?
Sorry.
Symarra and Nyx, while this is happening, I want to know what the two of you are doing.
Nyx is still extremely scared and nervous about the whole situation, so she's just kind of like hiding, playing with her hat.
Well, I was like,
she's just watching, just idly fucking scared and watching.
Okay,
Really big
Solis
eyes.
and Mogar told you guys to look. Nyx, you're scared. Symarra, would you be looking around for this planchette?
yeah, I did
Yeah, you
do
were
a
looking
roll,
with
but
me.
I got 13, I think I got.
Okay,
So I didn't win. I was considering doing a reroll, but
sure.
then Mogar decided to
I apologize.
attack a man in his own home.
Truth.
Go right ahead, Samara. Keep going.
Go ahead, roll, I guess.
So another like, because
You've already given
Sorry.
you've given me a base look at this point, and light has been shined in the situation. You guys aren't really finding much. The only one who hasn't rolled is Nyx, and we've gone so far along at this point, you wouldn't be able to use your rerolls. So at this point, I'm going to say that Nyx is about the only one who's capable of searching for this additionally,
Come
if
on,
it's here at
Nyx.
all.
Oh my god, I don't want to touch it anymore. All right, so what am I doing? It's RD20.
It's perception.
Oh.
I was about to say, don't you have any kind of arcane, like, power to like that you since you touched it and you attuned to it? Is there a way that you can like
That
see
comes
it?
at a price, doesn't it? I'm done fucking with that. I can't.
By the way,
It's already ticking, isn't it? So.
By the way,
Exactly.
Daniel, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can attempt to do non-lethal damage to this guy to knock
I
him
would love
unconscious.
to.
I think you get crazy. So like you can just declare it like you're not going to attack him to hurt him. You're going to do non-lethal damage just to try to knock him unconscious.
Really?
Just
I've never
letting
heard of
you know
that.
you have that. It's
Yeah.
exactly what
I
I'm
didn't
telling
know
you.
that.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
I
called
think-
subdual damage. You can do it. You just have to declare, I want to pull my punch, and if that happens, you make an attack.
Oh,
You look at your
okay.
full bonus, and you subtract 4 from it. This is also a way to prevent yourself from getting an attack of opportunity. If you do not have improved unarmed combat, enemies get to strike you. They just get a free punch on you.
Wait, what? No, I don't have improved.
I know you don't. You don't have to worry about it now. You
Yeah.
haven't tried to do anything. I'll let you know when we come up to that point.
Okay, so yeah, continue,
Nyx.
guys. I wanted to say something to
Nyx, that
Cypress
is-
once that time comes.
That's not enough.
No. Can I? I'm not allowed to reroll.
You can technically.
Oh, okay.
Reroll it, girl. Please.
That is not enough.
Can I reroll one more time?
You certainly can. You have 4 rerolls, so you may as well use them. Use them or lose them.
Oh,
Toothpick disappeared.
nice.
One off. One off.
Wait, one off is not enough?
It's one off.
Oh my god.
It needs to be nat 20.
For her, yeah, she's got no perception. For Cypress, it's like a nat 12.
Oh! Alright, I guess I'll just. I don't want to waste my last reroll.
That's
How is
that's-
he
wait,
looking right
can
now? How's
you-
the share? Like, is he responding to anything
know what?
that
Here.
we're saying?
I
Is
want to
he-
give my inspiration to Nyx.
Okay, go for it.
Boom.
Go for it.
That's what
So-
I'm talking about.
It's
So
a D6,
you're rolling a
isn't it?
D4. You'll be if you're giving it to someone else, it's a D4.
I mean, she needs one more, so.
Got this, Tash.
You got
Oh yes, nice,
it. You got
Good
it.
job, Tash. Good job.
good play. Yeah.
Yay!
Nyx, you stand scaredly by the door, not sure what's going on, playing with your hair, moving your shirt over
Hat.
your mouth. Sorry, excuse me. Playing with your hat, playing with whatever. You're scared. You don't really know what's happening, what's going on. Just standing by the door, kind of feeling as small as possible at this place. Something about it seems familiar, but also so foreign. When you look down, and you see something shining in the boot of Sheriff Gibb.
Nyx is really shy. She doesn't even want to talk at this point. Like, she's just feeling super not her normal bubbly self. And she's just.
God.
She's just like. It's in the boot. It's in the boot. And like, oh, you guys are just like not listening, and I'm just like continuing to just be like.
Can I turn around? I don't want to feel on this man's balls anymore.
I mean, you, like, this is, again, it's all happening at the same time. If I were to allow you to just kind of, like, turn around and be like, I'll get that for you. Nyx is being, like, very sheepish, very calm, scared at the same time.
Gotcha.
Kind of like aware of that. I also don't want to touch the planchette. Can I just take his shoe?
Symarra, give me perception.
Okay. Oh crap.
There's a lot happening in the room right now. Mogar and Cypress are wrestling the sheriff. Cypress is yelling. Symarra, that is
reroll it.
not enough.
God damn it.
You can reroll
Reroll,
again, but
reroll.
I can. I mean, that's 2 rerolls I've used, so this is
Just
my
do
3rd
it.
reroll.
We'll get some more rerolls, right, chat? Yeah.
That is an even or an odd.
Okay. I will take even.
Okay. Are you sure?
We've been
Yeah.
good. We've been good.
Even. Even.
yes,
It's
yes.
a good feeling.
Yes.
Symarra,
Also, you have one more reroll too. So
like a fly on the wall, you see Nyx say, pointing down. Symarra, you look over, and you can see something shimmering in the boot of Sheriff Gibb.
I'm just gonna like, can I while they're all fighting and stuff, can I just like try pick it up and put it
Okay.
in a pack? real quick?
While you attempt to reach down, I am going to give Gibb an opportunity to fight back.
It's fighting Mogar right now.
Mogar?
Fight me too.
Mogar, what is your CMD?
Oh, I have a good CMD. My total is 16.
16. Okay, with the aid of Cypress, I have to break 18.
If you do, I swear to tits. You better not!
This cliffhanger is like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Yeah! You
Oh,
ain't
God.
going nowhere!
Okay.
He attempts, you feel him kind of push off the wall with his leg, which lifts you guys just enough, but Mogar, you drill him back into the wall. He releases the blade, this razor, this straight razor. It falls, glances off Solis's back, and falls directly in the same boot as the shimmering object.
Great.
Symarra, you are inches away from reaching into the boot when an open blade falls inside of the boot.
Just turn the boot upside down.
Just take the whole boot.
You can't take a man's boot.
Yes, I can. He's going for me. Just deserve
man.
good shoes anymore.
He's not wearing these boots, right?
No, he's not wearing.
Yeah, they'll be like by the door,
Yeah.
won't they? It's super duper don't want to touch the planchette. So I just want to steal his shoe.
You
I
actually
mean, I'm
steal
actually
his
not
boot.
allowed to steal his shoe.
I mean,
He's already going to be pretty
boots
pissed.
are expensive.
It doesn't really matter if I
Boots
steal
are
his shoe.
incredibly expensive. It's a cobbler's job is not cheap. So to get good boots, I'm just saying, you make the call, Symarra.
Mage hand. I want to mage hand the planchette out of the boot.
Okay, very good. Good call.
Ah.
You use your mage hand and you summon forth a small draconic hand.
I'm not touching it. I want to put it in my bag so it's like...
That pinches the shimmering object, and it reveals the planchette hovering
Finally.
from the boot.
Jesus.
You see it.
I knew it. I knew it was him.
Nyx, where you're standing, and the way that the hand has grappled the planchette and is pulling it up, so Symarra can open her bag. As she's drawing her bag forward, you see it moving like a pendulum in the air. And before you, you're getting the image of Mogar and Cypress pinning the sheriff, but as this passes over your field of vision, you see another entity holding the mouth of Sheriff Gibb and flinching over the top of his head, gripping his cranium.
I got chills, dude. I got chills.
Bloody Vance.
It might not be Vance at all.
Do you tell us this, Tash?
Well, you guys are fighting. I don't see it.
This is
I
Nyx.
see it.
Nyx is
Oh,
currently-
Nyx. I'm sorry, Nyx.
Nyx is
Yeah.
pointing
I'm,
and she's sputtering. Solis, you
Yes,
turn
Nick.
and Nyx is pointing upward through you almost, and she's sputtering.
Nyx, what is wrong? What I don't understand. I can't see it, right? Because
No, you cannot.
what is she?
What you can see is that mere inches away from your face is the planchette, and it's just hovering with magic, an arcane, like a claw is grasping
so I
onto
can
it.
grab it.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
So Solis grabs it.
Okay.
You want me to look through? Oh dear.
Solis, you look through and you see nothing.
Okay.
You have to attune
I-
to it.
Huh?
I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm not attuned to it.
Correct.
Is that what you said? Oh, so I look through it. Oh dear.
Give me a will save.
Even uglier than what?
Give me a will save. I'm going to give him a chance to break free
Okay.
again. Even
What do I need
less.
to do with this? Oh, I'm not doing this. This is Mogar, right?
No, this is you. You're holding on to this. So
Yeah,
okay.
you have to do a save when you touch the thingy.
Oh, how do I? Okay, this is new to me.
Super not.
So you're going to need to
How do
roll a d20, and on your sheet, left-hand side, first page, it says Fort, Reflex, and Will.
Fort, reflex, and will.
So
Where is this? I remember you saying this. Oh, I see it. All right. So what do? Do I add all these up?
your will total, whatever the total is for your will,
Two.
roll a d20 and add 2 to it.
Okay. Oh, that's easy enough.
Excuse me.
Let's go.
Bless you.
Solis, very good.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Solis, you attune.
Uh-oh.
So now, so I go from seeing nothing to seeing this thing.
Yes. Solis, as you begin to focus on the planchette, peering at your allies holding down Sheriff Gibb, you see a figure begin to manifest. It looks like a smoky apparition at first, but then it seems to take shape. You see what looks like a human skull, but where you would see cheekbones, it splits into two more human skulls. As it's basically breathing down the neck of the sheriff, and multiple hands are holding on to his skull. It's almost like it's guiding his jaw. It's making him move in the way that he's moving. It's holding his hands, and it seems to be guiding his palm down in a way that it looks like it's attempting to slash out multiple times at Mogar and at Cypress. But there's nothing in his hand now.
I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so I just made a roll for Cypress in determining whether or not he's he's figuring out what's happening here just by watching. He's got low intelligence, so I just did a straight D20, but I rolled a 20. So I'm going to assume that Cypress is starting to understand what the fuck is going on, and he's gonna start saying to try using the, what are they called? The little Ghostbuster soul harvest things, whatever they are.
You guys don't have them with you.
Oh, we don't have them with us?
No.
Where's the Thomas?
Oh, okay. I assumed that we would. Okay, never mind then. Cypress does understand what's happening now.
Yeah,
though.
you kind of as you're holding on to Gibb and you look over your shoulder, Solis is his jaw just drops, right? And Nyx is like,
Ghost. Like for real, Scoob.
That was pretty good.
Guys, I don't know how to explain this, but there's a thing on his head. Can anybody else see it? If I pass this around, I hold this in front of Cypress's face.
I don't see anything, do I? Even if he does hold it.
Not unless you get a chance to step back and focus on this. You have to attune to it.
I look at Mogar and I give him this look like, man, you might need to knock this fucker out. That's the kind of look I'm giving him. I'm at a point where I've been holding him, we've been holding, everybody's been moving around. I realize this guy's, we all kind of realize
you
this guy's
don't want to try the weed, man? Just stick a freaking blunt in his mouth.
Yeah.
Have some good berries.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. All right. So you give me that notion?
I give you a look and I'm basically like Mogar, take him out, man, carefully.
I would like to do a subdue damage, as you see.
I rolled a 3, a 2, a 3, and a 2. Back
so
to back.
I think this means that Mogar wins. So Mogar.
It's not that easy.
Wait, hold on. Let the DM do the thing.
Not that easy. You get an opportunity. You can do that tonight. In order for you to do this, you have to basically bypass his hit points. You got to do enough damage to him to knock him out, or you have to maintain a submission that would knock him out.
Dude, you got 3 rerolls, so reroll the shit out of it.
I got 2 more rerolls, but I'm ready.
Okay, Mogar.
Can I assist him?
How are you going to assist him?
Punch him in the balls, man.
Well, it depends on how Mogar is going to subdue him. How is Mogar going to try to...
You're not using my hammock again.
Just chop his neck. Kind of like how...
You're gonna judo chop?
Judo chop! Hell yeah! Judo chop!
Okay, so when Cypress sees Mogar attempt a judo chop on his neck, Cypress, who is not great at melee combat,
punch him in the balls
cue from him and starts karate chopping the other side of his neck. so I'm going to attempt to subdue him. So Mogar's like this, and I'm on the other side like this, and we're just chopping his neck with 2 hands.
Giving him a massage.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna try to mimic. I'm gonna watch in the moment and see him do it. I'm gonna try.
Oh,
Give me initiative. This is actually going to combat. We need initiative.
Let's go. All right. So
the X chop.
So, what is the initiative? So, what do I need to do?
For most of you, it's going to be based off of rolling 1d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Dexterity.
Holy fuck, man! The rolls!
Nice.
Ooh. Wait, we all do this?
Wait, I don't want to go first.
Anybody who wants to act in
This
combat,
is initiative.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, I
we
can
were-
add combat.
Oh.
I can knee him in the
Hell
nuts.
yeah, help us out, Symarra. What are you talking about? Don't say no.
Wait.
We need your help.
What do we? Wait,
Magic
what-
that ass.
What is it plus?
What's the plus? Strength?
Dexterity.
Oh,
It's
dex. Oh,
plus
my
dex.
dex is high as hell.
But Doc's
Modifier.
dex modifier, not the action, not
Oh,
the total.
the 4, the small number.
Correct.
Gotcha.
If it's 4, that is big.
Yeah, mine was
That's
plus 3.
18 dex.
Well, you know. I mean, here we go.
Cypress, what is that?
You're too high.
I'm kind of slow. I'm
too
sort
chill.
of.
You're still a little high.
I'm sort of always stoned, so I'm sort of always going to be going last.
No, it's okay. You're not last. The sheriff.
We're all
is.
beating on this dude.
Oh, really? Oh, the sheriff is last because he rolled. Even with the +2, I beat him.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Fuck your 14 dex.
You're knocked out, sucker.
Not yet.
Kaboom.
Not yet.
What?
No, not yet. We're just going into. We're
going into the
This is
combat
setting-
phase. So this
yeah.
is where you guys actually have an opportunity. Remember, he's fighting what he believes at this point for his life. You guys are fighting to knock him out. While he's at a disadvantage for numbers, he's not at a disadvantage for combat. Symarra.
Judo chop.
Symarra, you are first
Yep.
in initiative. Let me go ahead and find some mood
Cast.
music.
Ice
Wait,
on his tips.
Can I? Okay, so
Well,
let me ask
I'm
you
just-
a question, Bob. When you say he's not at a disadvantage for combat, what exactly do you mean? Because
He
from
can
what
bite
I'm
you.
seeing, we've got 2 of us pinning him down right now, aiding a grapple check on him pinned.
If you guys
How-
release immediately, so you can both start chopping. He's a seasoned warrior. He is a seasoned warrior. So if you guys are going to release your bodies against him, so you can start chopping the shit out of him, then you're releasing that so you can chop him.
Okay, so you're considering us to be getting grapple combat and
Yeah.
then striking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
that's
if
what I
you want
wanted
to
to
chop
know.
him hard enough to knock him out, I guess you would have.
I was thinking we would like still hold him and like try to chop
Right.
with the other hand. That's what I was thinking, but that's fine. I just wanted clarity on that one. So we are now in unarmed combat with
Yes.
fucking Sheriff Gibb is basically.
Now, if you guys want to pull your punch so you don't do lethal combat to him, which could kill him, mind you, you have to pull a punch and you have to subtract 4 from whatever your attack is. If you use a weapon, there's not really much in the way of non-lethal with a weapon,
Oh, no,
unless
weapon.
you're creative.
What about like a pommel strike or something? Like just something to loosen up the old noggin a little bit.
It's still gonna be blunt damage, but yeah, you could pull a punch with that. So, have at it, Symarra. You're first. What do you do?
Okay, well, I don't know if I need to do any rolls for anything of this, but I remember about how Vance, when he was kind of possessing Bart, was ridiculously strong in
Yes.
comparison to what I would expect Bart to have been. So I'm wary of getting close, as it is. I'm showing. I wish I hadn't gone first.
You could just hold. You could hold action.
I could, but I could also.
Can't you cast a spell
I'm,
to slow him?
super wary, so I think maybe, like, I don't know whether or not to do a spellcraft check to see if there's something different with what's going on, or whether to put mage armor on because I'm a giant wimp. Symarra's a bit of a wimp.
Don't
but
you
she
have
would also-
ice bolt or something like that? You can freeze him up for a second.
That's not subdual, lads. That's lethal
Really?
damage.
Even just to hold him up, like
Nope.
Ray of
that's
Frost.
that's
yeah,
lethal.
it's gonna hurt.
you're gonna die.
He doesn't
Symarra,
need
you
his
could just-
feet, though.
Still attached to his body. Last I checked, that still
You
hurts.
won't die if you lose your feet from cold.
You could.
Yeah, frostbite.
What were you gonna say though?
you could still hold and wait for an opportunity.
Do you have a staff?
If you, it's like this. You say, Bub, I hold an action. And when you see an opportunity for you to do something, or you feel like you have to react, say, Bub, I'm not going to hold my action anymore. I'm going to act
Okay,
right
so I can
now.
just jump in anytime.
Yes.
I'm going to hold my action.
All right, there you go.
Hold my action.
Next in line is Solis.
Yes. Well, I'm an archer. I do have fight in me. I'm gonna go up and punch him in the balls. That'll knock somebody out.
Okay, so that's going to be a cold shot. It's going to be a cold shot. It's a little different than like hitting someone in the chest or in the stomach. A cold shot, if you're going for dramatic effect in this case, you need to say, like, Bub, I want to cold shot his balls. So you're hoping
Bub,
for
I
some
want
kind
to cold shot the shit out of his balls,
All right,
man.
all right. So it's cold. The sheriff is a little dated. He's not well prostrated. He's not packing a big sack.
It's okay. This shit still hurts, man.
In order for you to do non-lethal damage while still hitting him in the balls, it's -8. So plus the subdual, it's -12. So what is your strength modifier?
My strength is 2.
What is your base attack bonus?
14.
Okay.
Did I say that right?
No, that can't be right. Your base attack bonus can't be 14. That would put you at level 14.
Where is that at?
It should say BAB. There's a stat on your sheet that says BAB.
BAD.
BAB is in boy.
I see CMB. I see CMD.
Yeah, I think it's under CMB, and it's right next to total. It says base attack bonus.
yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, 1.
Okay, so it's going to be a D20 -9.
D20 -9. Let me make sure I told you the right thing. Hold on. It's got a small print. Yep, that's it. Alright, so D20 -9.
Yes.
So /R space 1 D20 -9. You said what do I have to hit?
You don't know yet. This is a number that is unknown to you. -5. -5. So what this sort of looks like, you line yourself up for a nut shot, and basically you just glance his balls, and it's like you're just giving him like a hard rubbing as you punch the wall behind him.
Oh yes, Solis.
You strike the
Like
stone.
Solis, man, like stop jerking him off, bro.
Nix is just one time.
That could knock him out too,
So,
man. I'm just saying.
Let's take a look at what's happening here. I just want to spell this out for everyone at home.
From a little
Mogar,
circle.
the half-orc, and Cypress, the hippie, are holding the sheriff, the aged sheriff, down to the wall. Meanwhile, they're preparing to chop him in the throat until he blacks out. And Solis is testing his manhood by giving him a stern groping.
We haven't
No,
spoken to him
Solis
since
is actually like sneaking past us and like punching him in the thigh. Like that's really what's happening. Like he's like punching him, and I gotta be honest, if he did graze the balls, Gibbs should be throwing up right now.
Yeah, 'cause have you ever been grazed?
When you get grazed, that's when it just
That
jostles.
feeling, bro. It's
You
just
know, that little nick, and he hits your stomach, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's worse. It's better to be kicked
Don't you
directly in the
hate that,
balls
Lily?
than
Don't
grazed
you
it.
hate
But-
getting kicked in the balls?
but
Yeah, all
It's
the
like
time.
flicking it.
It
But-
pisses
You
me
miss.
that
does he
we haven't-
does he feel this? Nothing.
No.
Is-
there's
I mean, how many rerolls do I have? Can I reroll?
technically, yeah, you can reroll if you like.
We didn't
Should I
talk to
reroll?
him to see.
How many rerolls do I have? 3?
I think you've used 1 so far, so
Yes,
then you
3.
have 3 left.
All right, I'm gonna use one more. God, this better not be a second rope. It's gonna be
when
horrible.
did this turn into some sort of generic gay hard BDSM porn?
Go for the balls once again.
Solis, unsure about his rabbit punch, lines back up and just continues to kind of give him like that train track action between the legs.
You might as well give him a reach around while you're at it. Do the right thing,
Jesus.
Solis.
Mogar.
Don't leave him hanging.
Mogar.
Is anyone saying anything whilst this is happening? Like, what's Gibbs' reaction to this?
Gibbs' reaction? Gibbs' eyes are actually
like,
closed.
I
and his
feel
mouth
like
is
he's
closed.
so confused.
First we
eyes-
put a
Eyes
finger.
and mouth are closed right
First we
now.
put a finger down his throat. Now we're groping balls. This is great.
Holding him down and groping
Yeah.
balls.
Mogar,
By the way,
you're
I
up.
am saying something while I'm doing this. I am yelling to you guys to like subdue him. That's all I'm saying. Like, you guys just take him down, guys. Like, all semblance of planning it. This is now
I'm trying to chop
5
this
versus
dude.
1. Let's pin this motherfucker down.
Why is he winning these battles right now? I don't understand.
Mogar, you're
Getting
up.
so
buddy.
much out of it.
Tell me what you're doing.
So I'm a judo chop the shit out of his neck till he, like, just one chop in the right spot should get him to knockout.
Hit him in the artery.
So
To give yourself enough leverage to get forced to do that, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity on you.
an actual, but that dude got no weapon. All what he's gonna actually try
He's
to
gonna
punch me.
you. He's gonna punch the
Punch
shit
you,
out of you.
bite
Yeah,
you.
you're
But I
right
have
out of
studded
the
leather.
grapple.
What is he gonna try to do? I'm a 7-foot dude. He's
Your
like,
base doesn't have studded leather.
No.
my face is near him.
Yeah.
He's 7 foot.
Because you're holding him down.
Yeah, you're grappling.
And when you go do your chop and you lean
He's gonna
forward.
try. Like I'm gonna get an opportunity to try.
Basically,
go.
Daniel, what's happening is basically you don't have unarmed
left it,
combat feats, and so you have disadvantages to attacking unarmed.
Right.
True.
That's what's happening.
Let's
Correct.
do
You're
this.
not a monk.
So Daniel, what is your AC? What is your armor class?
14.
Okay, here we go. He's gonna
You
succeed.
turtle!
Dude, how you gonna get beat by this? No!
How much points do I get taken?
We're gonna find out.
Like, wait. Did we sleep? Did we rest? Am I full? Am I full
Yeah,
life?
you were full. You were full. However, you're struck with a mean left hook for 5 points of lethal damage.
Damn.
Dude, that's a lot of my life, bro.
Wait, what if he gets rage mode and kills? Oh god.
I'm not gonna go rage mode.
Okay.
You sure?
I don't know if
Remember,
it was answered
as
earlier.
this is happening, his eyes are closed and his mouth is also closed. There's no noise coming from him at all.
You should have gave me mage armor. No, just kidding.
I was thought about it. I'm like, when you have the chest back.
I don't even think that you can cast mage armor on somebody else. I think it's helpful.
No,
I could be
you
wrong.
can cast mage armor on others.
Oh, really? Okay, my bad.
How much does it give you? Plus what?
It would be
check.
plus 4.
Oh, well,
That could
okay.
help me
You know
so
that,
much.
The
No.
problem is that you're wearing armor as is. Mage armor is really only good for casters because they don't wear armor. If you weren't wearing armor, she could hit you with mage armor, but it would already go over the top of the armor that you're wearing, so it wouldn't add any additional effect. If you were like, if you had just cloth on, just like your jammies, it'd be totally different.
Now, question, Bub, is that like actually to the T rules, or is that more?
Yeah, this is the rules. Yeah.
Really? Wow, I never knew that about mage armor. That if you cast it on other, well, first of all, I didn't realize you could cast it on another person. Maybe
Yes.
that's the thing, is it just doesn't
This
make
is
any
the
sense to
subject.
cast it on another person.
Yes.
Crazy. Okay, cool. Good to know.
It essentially occupies your armor slot. You got to think of it like that.
Gotcha.
Like it's just a temporary bit of armor that you put upon someone, so it occupies your armor slot.
Damn, dude, that is not a good rule.
That's like a mage can cast shield on themselves. It occupies the slot of an actual shield. So you just got to think of it that way. Mogar,
Interesting.
make your attack.
All right, how do I do this again?
So it's
it's
going to
D20.
be a D20 plus your base attack bonus, your BAB.
1
Okay, so 1 plus your strength modifier.
plus 4.
Okay, so D20 plus 5 minus 4, so it's going to be a D20 plus 1. This is you pulling your punch.
Well, I'm
So-
trying -9.
Oh,
This was,
shit!
Can I re-roll?
I would
How many
say
more
so.
luck rolls does he have?
Let
How many
me
more?
One. I think this is it.
Oh yeah, one.
He's
I
got
have one.
He's got 1 left.
I need to do this.
Do it up, Mogar. Come
We
on,
have
I believe.
inspiration. We also have inspiration, right?
Yeah, something.
Mogar,
Yes.
Yeah.
you beat it by 1.
Oh!
Woof.
Get knocked down, Judo Chop! He done.
Give me an attack. You've hit. Give me some damage. So your damage is going to be a D3 plus your strength modifier.
Wait, what? I thought we're not damaging him.
You have to.
You are.
You have to meet his hit points. All right. He has his own hit point pool.
Okay, so you said the ability modifier for strength?
Correct. So
Plus
it's going to be a
D20.
D3 plus 4. D3 plus 4. Damn, that's a
Wow.
lot.
Great.
That's a lot.
That's a hit, man. I don't think you pulled anything.
Wow,
If it goes over his hit points, does he dead?
he'll black out.
Okay. I didn't want to like
If it goes over his
him.
hit points, he'll black out. But he's under the same rules as you guys. If you bypass his modifier in the negatives, then he will die as well. If Mogar doesn't pull his punch and he just keeps at it, he could very well kill Gib. Nyx! What do you do?
So I think though Nyx is very scared and frightened, I think she's just gonna take the initiative with this and kind of just start charging at Gib and kind of like headbutt him, kind of in the stomach.
In the nuts?
All right, in the nuts. Yes. You
Yes.
know what? Go for
Headbutt in the nuts.
Since
And if
you
she
have had
misses-
such a horrible time with nutsacks, I will. And I'm probably the same height as his nuts. Like when it comes up
Under
to
normal circumstances,
Okay.
I would say that you couldn't do that, but because you're a small-sized character, you can occupy the same floor spots.
Yeah.
So, in order for you to do
Oh.
this, you're going to take your base attack bonus, which is 0 as a sorceress,
Yeah.
plus your
Right,
strength
underneath.
modifier.
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
What's the number?
It's -3.
Okay, so you roll a
Negative
d20 minus 15.
Oh god.
This is gonna turn into something else.
There is no
15.
hope of success then.
She can net 20. It's a 5% chance. Negative.
Success for him.
Negative miss. That does not work.
Oh.
That does not work. You go in to follow through, and you're gonna whiff entirely.
She hits the wall.
Yeah, I'm just
You know,
like,
Nyx,
what?
Nyx,
like,
you
it's like
tell
I
me.
slip. Like I literally just fucking go in and then I just slip and just fall backward.
So that's what it looks like. You slip. You are you saying that you fall in combat?
Oh, don't do it.
No, I catch myself because I have very nimble acrobatics skills.
Okay, all right. So
So
you
it's kind of
just-
like a whoop whoop whoop.
All right, you found the banana peel, but you didn't go down. Cypress,
Yeah.
you're up.
Well, after watching two people unsuccessfully attack his nuts, I think I'm not going to do that. In fact, Cypress is watching, and when he yelled out for everybody to like attack him, he didn't realize there would be such emphasis on the nuts. And right now, right now, Cypress might as well have the Benny Hill theme song in his fucking. Almost comes in and starts punching him, and you come in and slip, and it's like Jesus Christ. I am going to Cypress. What is Cypress going to fucking do right now?
Take your blunt out and burn him with it.
Damn.
Get him in the neck with a lighter. That's fucked up. I am going to. Oh God, this is so dumb. I'm going to attempt to
Choke him.
I'm going to attempt to grapple him, like around his legs. Like I'm going to try to stop his mobility.
Okay.
I'm going to like basically like just go from here, holding him to letting go to like tackle.
Go for it. Give it a whirl. You can try.
Yeah. What exactly do you want me to roll for that? Because that's going to be CMD, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me check mine.
He doesn't have combat reflexes, so he's not going to get a free attack on you because I know you don't have improved grapple.
No, I don't.
Sweep the leg, yes.
Oh, it's actually not that bad. So wait, my CMB, correct?
Correct. You're D20 plus CMB versus
Yeah.
CMD. Damn, very good, very good. You succeed. You manage to basically charge up under his arms and connect with his legs. So you've got basically like a Bas Rutten hold on his thighs at this point. If you were to move away, because that was your standard action, you could move in an attempt to follow through and pin him to the ground if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually use my free action to yell out to the group for someone to get some rope or to get some kind of bind. Okay, great.
God.
That's I'm gonna use my free action just to yell out to them as I'm doing. I'm like somebody get some rope, and I grab him. So I got that hooked, and now I'm gonna attempt to pull him to the ground.
Okay.
All right.
So in the way that this is going to work, you take your move action, and let's see that again. Let's see you do that again. I'll allow you to sacrifice your move action in an attempt to continue this to put him on his ass. Give me another CMB versus his CMD.
Okay.
Do we technically have all our stuff with us other than like the scrolls and potions?
Cypress, that is not enough. Would you like to reroll?
How many rerolls do I have left?
I think you've used one, right? Just
Yeah,
one?
you have like
use
3,
one.
dude.
You've got 3 left.
3? Oh shit. Well, yeah, definitely gonna do that.
Go for it.
Because I've still got my movement, so I can just jump in before.
Oh damn, damn, very good, very good. You are gonna succeed, sir. You managed to basically, you spin on axis like with your right leg as you follow through, and as he's preparing to just swing down like basically like haymaker down over the top of your body, you pivot on your leg and put him directly into the ground. I'm gonna give him a fortitude save.
Wait, so my judo chop didn't knock him out?
No, it did not. And in this case, he actually fails his fortitude save. You hear him basically try to breathe. You hear the You think you've knocked all the air out of him.
I have rope. Do I do anything with it?
That's
Maybe
what you decide
on your turn.
I will use my turn.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna push yourself into combat. Go for it. Let's see what you got.
I've got the pre-cut silk rope from when we had that palaver with Vance, so I don't need to cut it.
All right.
And I'm gonna try like tie his legs together.
Okay. All right.
Or I don't know what would be the best.
Give me a dex check.
+3. Okay, so it's
D20 plus your dexterity modifier. Not super great.
I think I have 1 left.
Sure. And you crit failed.
Well,
Rip.
Okay. Well, I'm dead.
You're definitely not dead. You're not dead. All right. So
Kill her.
I'm
Sure.
going to give, since he lost his breath, I'm going to only give him a standard action. I'm not going to give him a move. And with
Okay,
that, he's
not
going
dead.
to try to attack you, Cypress.
Okay. How exactly is he like?
Just a punch.
Elbowing me or
Just a punch.
Okay.
So here we go. What is your flat foot AC?
14.
Okay. He misses. Basically connects with you, but due to him being like winded, knocked out, or like all the wind being knocked out of his body, he just fails. There's just not enough power behind it, so he hits, but it's so weak, and you still hear him gasping. Remember, he is aged. He's not quite venerable, but he's getting very close. Solis.
Yes.
Solis, you're up. What do you do?
I'm gonna attempt to subdue this fool.
How do
Maybe
you?
his hand. So Cypress still holding his legs.
Cypress is
I'd like
basically...
tackle him to the ground.
Yeah, Cypress is at his waist, like holding his body down.
Okay.
To the ground.
I think his hands is lethal things right now.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
Can I
try to
just
rope
ask-
those hands.
Did I use my free turn, or did that count as my actual turn?
that was your turn. Yeah,
Okay. So do I still have a free turn?
you don't really like.
So-
It's not really a matter of free turns per se. What you do is you have your action. So you drew from your rope, and then you used your standard to try to rope him up, but you failed to
Okay.
do so. So it just repositions you in combat. So the way that it works is now you're technically underneath Cypress. So once Cypress goes, then it's your turn.
Okay, that's fine.
If
Solis.
I-
I
if
just didn't know, like...
if I
ahead.
made
can I
out there,
tell
yeah,
the
just-
Sure.
person?
Tash, basically when you're in combat, and again, Bub can correct me if I'm wrong, you basically have certain things given to you every turn, okay? So you're given a movement action to do any kind of movement. You're given a standard action, which is when you attack or you cast fireballs, whatever. And then you have a free action, and free actions are just things that are happening like that you can do outside of like movement or performing something. So like I use my free action to say something.
Correct.
So obviously while I'm attacking, like I can still talk, right?
Right. It's
Yeah,
something
it
that
was
can be
just
done
because
in
I
1
held
second.
my first one, like instead of joining in the fight straight away. That I wasn't sure if that was it.
She's talking about when she held her.
Okay, yeah.
When you held, you basically said like, I'm gonna use my action now. I'm jumping in right now. And
Okay, so it just reordered me basically.
yeah, it
that's
just
fine.
puts
Yeah,
you in a
yeah,
different
yeah.
order.
That's just what I was confused about. I was like, I didn't know if we got like an extra turn. but
No,
if
no.
it was
Oh, I thought you were
reordered,
trying to
makes
ask about free actions. My bad.
sense. Sorry,
Okay,
it's
sorry
yeah,
about
because
that.
the way I phrased it. Well,
Yeah, no worries. No worries
at all.
We're all
Solis,
learning.
So-
you said that you wanted to try to pin those arms. How do you do that?
Damn it. I grabbed him, and I have
grab
rope. I have hemp rope.
Do you want to try to tie up his arms?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a dex check. A D20 plus your
Dex.
dex modifier.
Okay. D20. All right.
Should be D20 plus 4, I think.
Yep, that's right.
Daniel's head keeps blending into his chair.
I keep blending into my chair.
yeah.
I love it how it's like halfway.
half a head.
That's good.
I know, so it's cool.
That's good. Solis, you will succeed. You rapidly, like, you basically grab up at around the elbows, and you just start
Nice.
rapidly winding up the arms.
Yes.
At this point, you'll see his eyes buck open, and his mouth opens as well, and he continues to let out this yell, this roar, like, "What's going on?" He's yelling out now. He's very confused, very, very not quite enamored of the situation. You know, people have broken into his home. He's going to find out that someone may have killed a dog in his home, and now you're hog-tying him.
Yeah.
New-
And then he has something sex in his head.
Mogar!
What's up, man?
What do you do, Mogar?
Doodle chop him again.
All right, do it.
Kill him.
Do it.
How am I gonna kill him?
Do it.
Listen, okay. No, I'm not gonna do it.
No, no,
Before
no, no,
I
no,
do
no, no.
anything.
No, that's,
do it.
You are right now. You're solely reacting on the way that your allies are acting out of game. That right there is called meta knowledge. In this case, you need to do what Mogar would do.
Yeah, do
I
it.
understand. And Mogar wants to do it, but I don't want to kill the dude. How do I do some good damage? I kill him.
Do it.
Don't
Real
worry.
quick, I had a question about a rules question.
Sure, hit me with it.
So Tash saved her action for the first round of combat, used it at the end. Wouldn't she then start the next combat at the top? The next round of combat? So she would have saved it twice?
It doesn't cycle her twice. It just repositions her in combat. So she still gets a turn, but it's moved her now to underneath you.
I felt like
So-
it was
so
kind of
now-
I was
so
ready
what
to
I'm saying
jump
is-
in anytime is how I kind of understood. Like I'm ready to jump in, and that's my turn, and that's where I am. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
but
I that's why I was confused the first time because I wasn't sure which way.
yeah, what I'm saying though is that from now on, what I'm saying is if you rolled an action, even if you rolled high on initiative, that rounds after that you will be repositioned into the last thing because you held the action.
Correct.
Is that what you're saying, Bob?
Yes.
Okay. See. Okay. So I'm just making sure because I've never played like that.
Right.
So that's good to know. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because I definitely moved there. Yes.
Yeah. I played in games where like most people use your action round, and
Right.
if you use it at the end, you can then start the next round and use your next action. But it makes more sense the way you're doing it.
Right.
So, anywho.
It's also it's by the book too. So hit me with the Mogar. Make your attack.
Same thing that I did before, right?
Yep.
Has he had any negatives for being on the ground with his hands back? I mean, this guy's
yeah.
pretty much helpless.
He's-
and
he's-
like,
Mogar!
Mogar, you succeed. You definitely succeed. Give me some damage.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I got excited.
D3 plus 4. Minimum
Fuck.
damage. Minimum damage. It is not enough to put him out.
Crapola.
Okay. Nyx!
All right, I had the weirdest idea, but then I think that might kill him.
What is it?
I wanted to sit on his face and suffocate him with my butt.
I knew it. I knew
the
it
best
was
part
gonna be
is
tough.
he's kind of fucked. If you want to sit on his face, he's kind of vulnerable to face.
I would like to sit on his face.
Do you just like?
You could end up killing him though.
Is this the situation where you basically like you perk up and then you just drop right there?
Yeah, I'm just like.
The smell.
I just want to see you make an attack at this point. I need to see you roll a d20, and I basically need to see that you don't crit fail.
For this ass sitting.
Yeah.
If you crit fail, I swear.
What if she crits if she jumps and sits on it?
Yeah, what if I do?
Break his nose.
Pow,
He's
pow.
gonna be so mad.
Give me a d20.
Minus, what is it, 15?
No, just roll a d20.
Can't be mad if he's dead.
True story. Okay.
Oh god.
You don't critically fail, but you also do not critically succeed. As this
So you miss
happens,
his
you basically like you take a leap up, spin around, and slam your ass down onto his face. Roll for me a d4.
Oh my god.
I can totally see this happening.
D4.
Yes.
This poor fuck.
Yeah, no
Like-
shit.
Think about it. Think about this, guys.
This guy.
You
has
just wake up
worse
in your
luck.
room, you go to sleep, everything's normal. All of a sudden, you just wake up and a 7-foot fucking barbarian orc is judo chopping you in the neck while some fat ass druid is tackling you. And then when you're on the ground, your hands are being bound. All of a sudden, a gnome sits on your goddamn face. Like, he has no idea what's happening, but this is a bad fucking time.
It's a bad day.
You
What
bring
day in
down
the game is this? Is it a Monday?
Oh god, I'm so tripping. I'm so tripping when she's dead. I
You
want
bring
to try
down
something,
two.
but it might kill him.
2 lethal damage.
What?
He is staggered. He is staggered. Cypress, it is your turn. There is very little fight left in this man.
He's about to get knocked out.
I
No.
use my free action to kind of do, I don't know if this is falling on deaf ears or not, but kind of tell them that, hey, maybe we don't need to strike him anymore now that we're getting down. Like, maybe we don't need to attack him. I looked at Solis. Is Solis, like, binding up both of his hands? Does it look like
They're
pretty
already
sturdy?
I succeeded.
Sorry, done. Like, his hands are bound.
Yes, they're bound together.
Okay.
It's basically like what you're seeing is the underside of his arms, and then Nick's in a gown, just like smothering that ass.
I am going to use my... I'm going to go ahead and actually use my standard action
Okay.
to try to convince Gibbs to relax and to settle down and try to get him to stop fighting back. And I promise him that if he stops fighting back, then we'll stop attacking him. So I'm basically at his waist. I'm looking up to him. His hands are tied. I'm trying to look at him. He's got a butt in his face right now, but he can still hear. And I'm trying to explain that to him. If he just stops and he relaxes, he desists, then we'll stop attack.
I mean, let's be real. He's not gonna stop.
Yeah,
That's fine, but that's what Cypress is going to do. Like, that's what Cypress doesn't feel. I mean, right now, what else am I going to do? I'm going to get him and punch him in the face? Like, what? I mean,
no, tie his feet, dude. His feet are still.
I don't have any rope. I don't have
Oh,
any rope
I
to tie
do.
his feet.
I'll
So
tie his feet.
you do, but like, if you want to go for his feet next, maybe I can move out of the way. But like,
Yeah.
right now for me, I'm just trying. This guy is pretty much fucked with 5 people on top of him, so I do want to give him the benefit of the doubt. So, anyways, I do my best to try to talk him down.
Yeah. I got you. So, Cypress, you do that, and he seems like he's still kicking. Not with much left in him, but he's still kicking.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my turn.
Okay, Symarra.
Oh.
What do you do?
I would like to try tie his feet up again.
Good.
Okay, all right. Give me a dex check.
I always forget my dexterity. I think it's +3. Come on, Symarra, don't suck at this.
Great.
Hey!
Hey!
You have done good. You've done good. His legs are tied, and with that, it
Can I
comes
like
to the
still
end.
back away at the same time?
Yeah. Totally. The end of initiative is here. It is my turn. He's gonna try to bite.
Bite.
Oh, we're gonna bite that ass?
Don't
Oh,
bite my ass!
This is what happens when you...
I hope he succeeds.
He succeeds.
Oh, he hit it hard too.
Oh man.
Fight that ass, man.
Is that considered lethal or not lethal?
It's lethal.
Okay. It's a lethal bite.
You feel a bite.
I'm gonna get rabies!
A bite in your ass, and as he bites down, he does not let go. He begins to tear.
Ooh!
You take 3 points of lethal damage,
Ow!
and then you feel a release.
That's the last time she's gonna sit on somebody's face.
He blacks out.
What kind of...
Oh, he blacked out when she.
Good! Fucking good!
Finally.
Fucking ass eater. Fucking.
Groceries, man.
Hey, let's not judge him for eating ass.
Yeah, you know.
No king shame. No
Yeah,
king
I'm
shame.
not too mad at the guy.
I'm just hungry.
Let's not ass eat shame him.
I mean, it's the least he did.
Nyx kind of like rubs her butt along his knocked out lips, like, now you kiss it and make it better!
Oh God!
I swear, if Bart was awake right now, he would be so let down. Just be like,
Yeah.
what about me? So,
Face that.
he is unconscious. He's blacked out.
Can we look at the pendulum thing again?
You want to take a look at the...
The planchette?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
As
Do I need to?
looking through it,
looking in.
you don't see anything. Would you like to attune to it again?
Yes.
Give me a will save.
I forgot what that was again.
It's plus 2.
Just your
20 plus 2.
modifier.
1d20 plus 2.
Yep.
Ew.
Yikes! Guess what?
Oh!
Solis.
Reroll. On a reroll.
Solis.
It's my last one. Huh?
Go for
I
it.
can't reroll.
Go for it. No,
Wilson.
you got it. Go for it.
Come on. For the love of Satan's. Oh, thank you. It's better than what it was.
Solis. You have failed.
Oh no. Am I cursed?
You have officially entered the stage right there for everyone that's watching at home.
Oh,
Solis
no.
saves. You are
Same
right
thing as Nyx.
alongside Nyx.
Wait, what did I do?
I tried
He
to
didn't
warn
know
you.
this. He didn't know this.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. What's going on?
You don't know?
Well, I don't think like we as characters know about this either, really, do we?
Nope. And I'm not going to
So-
say anything out of game either. I'm going to let it be a surprise.
Can we say it if we know it?
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't really know what it is.
You guys don't know.
Well,
That's the thing. Like, in or out of game, I haven't told you. You know what?
Basically,
It
Go
can
ahead.
mess you up probably
Yeah, it's
in the fake future.
yeah.
think of something ticking down, and basically every time you use the planchette, you're ticking down.
Oh.
So
Like-
what is it ticking down to? We don't know.
Yeah, so like for instance, I'm pretty sure that mine happened when I got possessed and then Mogar came to find me because I would have been completely dead if he missed or messed up his shit.
Well, damn.
So it happens at random points with random situations.
You attune
That's
with
why
the
I was like,
planchette.
I am not touching that planchette.
And as you look through the planchette, you see that the apparition is no more. It's no longer here. This house has been blessed.
Yes.
Cypress shakes his head. No. So I look over, he's wearing aviators and a bandana.
Can I just like flop on the floor for a minute? That was tiring.
You can. You're lying next to the wolf.
Like,
The dead wolf.
okay, whilst I'm sat here, can I do like a perception check on it to see whether or not he chopped the head off or if it was an axe?
You can try, yeah, if you'd like to. It's gonna be
Why not?
a heal check. A heal check might be able
Heal?
to. Yeah.
Oh,
Heal is used for more than just healing.
fine. I don't have anything, so it's just 2d20.
Very good. You begin to kind of take a look at the damage around the neck just to determine what kind of instrument may have been used to behead him. And it's some kind of rough device. There's not really much of in the way of a clean cut. There are multiple chops around, so it's pretty safe to assume that it was probably a hatchet.
I'm just writing down that we knocked him out. Whoops.
Getting raided. Thank you so much, Christy, for that raid. I appreciate that, guys. Welcome in, Christy and crew. from the
Well,
Casual
Christy.
Kingdom.
Christy.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you so much. So what do you guys do? You've broken into the sheriff's home, kicked down his door. You found him in what could have been a sleeping state, a dreamlike state. You don't know.
I asked Solis to undo the binds on his arms and to rebind him with his arms behind his back.
Okay.
And set him up in the bed. Also to bind his feet.
All right.
Just basically get him in a place where he's vulnerable when he wakes up. So
Okay.
tie his legs, tie his hands behind his back, put him up in the bed.
All right, I'll do that. Tie his hands, legs. Ask Mogar to help throw him in the bed. Now what do we do?
Tuck him in.
And basically, I'm gonna use those waking salts or whatever I have that would wake him. And once he's in the bed, I'm gonna wake him back up.
Sure. He was brought below his hit points, though, so unless you bring him above that threshold, waking him up, even with smelling salts, is just not going to happen.
I will cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay. All right. That's going to be a D8 plus your level.
Yup.
Minimum.
Oh!
Even minimum, you manage to do just that. It is going to raise that metaphorical hit point bar, but as you break out these unduants, whatever that you have to kind of bring before him, he'll smell it and he'll catch a whiff. Oh,
Hey,
What?
man.
is going on?
Like, we want to tell you, man, but
Oh.
you gotta, like, calm down. Just calm down.
What happened? What happened to my face? Smells like ass.
You've been through a lot, man. Listen, would you care for a hit? And I pull out like a doobie and I light it up and take it and offer it kind of to him.
Why's my neck hurt
For a
so
little
bad?
Man, we will tell you all about it. Just we want to make sure that you're okay. Are you all right? You seem a little, this is a dumb question.
Oh, I feel like
He's
I
not
got
all right.
hit real hard. Oh,
Hey, man, like you were possessed, man. You were possessed by something, man. We tried to help you. There lots happened tonight.
Basically, something was on your face. To be quite.
Bad satyr.
why I got blood in my mouth? What
How
you
we
hit
from
me?
her
Well, we had to subdue you, man. Like we had to calm you down because, like, understandably, you woke up and you were under attack by us. But we mean you no harm, man. I'm like putting up my arms, like we don't mean you any. Sure,
You.
like you're okay.
It was you. You're the ones that I locked up earlier.
No, that was other.
What you
Clearly, other people.
you thought that I could get you off the chain with a lamb? Now you're gonna do me in? That's how you give me thanks? You come in and hit me and shit on my face?
Well, like logically, man, that doesn't make any sense. If we wanted to do you in, you'd be dead, right?
I don't know that.
Well, how you feeling right now?
I feel like someone shit on my face and hit me with it.
Yeah, well, like we could have done a lot more, but we didn't. So maybe just like relax for a second. We come in peace, man.
Do you remember anything before this at all, Mr. Gibbs?
You want to prove that you're not here to hurt me?
I mean,
They're on the side table. If you haven't stolen it yet, I turned myself, but my head doesn't want to seem to. It seems like I got struck in the neck. There's a
You were
flash.
trying to-
Mogar didn't do that.
mm-hmm.
Pour some of that swill in my throat. I gotta wash this ass off my face and tongue.
I do so. I walk over and grab the swill and give him a shot.
Okay. He swishes it around in his mouth. He'll drink it down and hear. Man, my lips hurt.
There's a joke to
Well,
be made here. I'm not putting it together yet.
Nix is literally just like, just giggling like a fucking child. Like,
Well, if you're
Yeah,
not
man,
gonna kill
our
me,
gnome's a little weird, man.
if you're not gonna kill me, then what are you here for?
Well, that's kind of what we were hoping you would tell us, man. Like, we were having I guess it wouldn't be it'd be a normal night, but we're all resting peaceably. And then I go on to sort of explain, not giving every detail, but briefly explain
Was that my
what
blood?
led us to him.
Looking at the wall.
Oh, God.
Yes!
There's another letter.
No,
Well, like,
there's
I
no
like
letter.
look
There's no
over in
letter
the
on it.
direction he's looking. Oh, there's no letter. Oh, I'm like looking over.
oh, that would
wherever
have been
he's
so
looking.
good if there was a letter.
Touch the
Where,
back
what,
of your head right
where are we
now.
looking at, bub?
This is where he
His
was
blood.
slamming his head on the wall.
Oh, yeah,
Touch the
yeah,
back of
man.
your head.
When we got in here, you were slamming the back of your head against the wall over and over. I tried to put a pillow there, man, but it helped you a little bit, but you've done some damage to the back of your head, man. You were also gripping a knife. You've got to be familiar with the town, right? Like, people have been talking about I think you were possessed, man.
What knife did I have?
You straight razor?
Show him the knife. Yeah, you got it right, Tash.
It's your name's Boot.
You grab his
I
boot
guess
and
so.
dump it out.
Well, and
Oh,
that
like,
ain't mine.
yeah, I'll tip it out of his boot.
I don't have no razor.
What is
You
this?
think I got a razor? Look at my face. It's bristled. How a man's supposed to be.
Yeah, but you're like
Does he have any
sheriff,
chest
right,
hair?
man? Like, you don't carry an
You
Shit.
You cut out there.
Sorry. I think my connection's like, I don't know.
No, this was.
Does he have
this
any? I was making a joke
Cypress.
saying, does he have any?
Yeah, I think I cut out. I
Yeah,
think you're saying
Cypress
I
cut
cut out. I was saying, well, like, man, you're a sheriff, right? You don't keep like a pocket knife with you or anything.
Well, I got a whittling knife, but I don't have no razor.
Well, take a look at it, man. Do you recognize it? And I kind of grab the knife and kind of show it to him.
I ain't never seen that before in my life.
So then where did it come from?
Hell, I don't know. You find anybody else around here?
But what? Gibbs, what was the last thing that you remember doing?
Drinking.
Where?
In my house, where I live, where you broke into.
With probable cause.
Yeah, potato, whatever.
Fuck your potato.
So Mogar goes up to Gib. I know he doesn't like me very much, and then I'm going to say, "Schlickety schlick." So Mogar's going to say, "Listen here, Sheriff. I know you don't like me, but this is what happened. Mogar saw Nyx covered in blood and tracks that you had going from where she was all the way to your house. We wanted to see what was going on, and you were possessed. So something is going on here, and we're trying to help you out."
And man, if like you're calm and you're no longer going to hurt us or yourself, like, man, I have no problem taking off your bindings, man.
Well, as a sign of good faith, how about you just do that anyway, since I'm the sheriff of this town?
That's an excellent point, but man, you also were possessed just like moments ago, so I'm sure you can understand why we're being just a little bit careful, man.
Right, well, I'm not now, am I? I'm not striking out and acting foolish.
Correct. And that's why we're willing to undo your bindings, right? And I kind of look over to everybody and make sure they're all okay with it.
We are?
Yeah?
Unless you have something to say, Solis, seems normal to me.
You know, he locked us up. Kind of in the same manner as what's going on here. And kept us in bindings. I guess.
Right, for like an hour. I had to make sure that you weren't running around killing lambs. We took a
What? So,
we took a head count of the village. You act like this was so long ago. This was like yesterday.
All
You're
right,
free,
fine.
right? At least free enough that you could come in here and beat my ass and put me back to bed.
But that wasn't even our fault, though.
What, the ass beating? Because it certainly feels like it.
All right, if everybody's in agreement, I'll undo the binds. So take out an arrow head and cut the rope.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Like we didn't want to hurt you, man. Like we're as confuzzled as you, man.
I like pick up his door and try and prop it shut a little bit.
What the hell is that? You kill a dog in here too?
That was
No, man, that's what we're trying to tell you. I
we
think you killed the dog. Like we're like,
Why would I kill a dog?
I don't know. How would you hold
why would you bang your head against the wall?
I don't fucking know. That doesn't make any sense. He reaches
You're
over,
absolutely right, man.
grabs
It doesn't
his
make sense,
flask
but
again.
like,
takes
okay.
takes a big swig of his flask.
Ask him about the planchette. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Planchette, yeah, you've got it.
Because
right
do
now.
you remember anything before? And you know anything about this?
Yeah, I never seen that in my life.
Hands the planchette to Symarra.
I'm not touching it.
Put it in your bag.
You put it in my bag. I'm not touching
Okay. Puts it in her bag.
it.
Look, I know I ain't no one's favorite. It ain't no joke. But someone's got to make tough decisions around here. Someone's got to say and do the things that speak for the people. I know not everybody likes me. But they also typically don't bust down my door and kick my ass. Be it that you're still here, I'm assuming that there's some kind of truth to what you're saying. So before I lose my cool, why don't you just get to the point and ask the serious questions?
We followed your boot tracks here.
I live here. That's why you'd follow them.
We came from Kendra's, and something had gone missing, so we followed them. And here we are. We heard you banging.
I've been in the Loramore place before.
In the last hour, it's raining.
No, I've been there in that long.
So, I mean, I'm just telling you what happened. We followed the tracks to find out our missing item, and followed them here. Then we heard banging inside, and it turns out it was you banging your head against the wall. We tried to help you out, and then your body attacked us.
Doesn't make any sense, but I know that I ain't been sleeping so good.
I mean, we've heard in town about other
how
people
long
not
haven't you
sleeping
been
so well, and having little wanders throughout the night.
Probably, you know, about a week maybe since we found Petra's dead. You know, it's not often that we find dead people in this town. Okay, I'm still a human. Not that I expect all of you to understand, and I've seen some shit, and it does affect me. I just don't show it on the front.
It must be a very difficult job to.
It is.
Sorry, I'm just.
well, like you care about this town, right, man? Like,
Of course I care about this town. I was born and bred here.
and you consider yourself to be like a pretty perceptive dude, right? Like you can.
Well, you know, I'm
You
missing.
have a.
I'm missing some shit from time to time, but the people here, they like justice, they like order. They tell me when something's wrong.
Then it shouldn't come as any surprise to you, man, like that people have not been sleeping so well lately, right? And yourself included. You haven't talked to anybody else about this, man? Nobody else has mentioned anything?
Well, some of the people have been mentioning it, and we noticed that there's been a lot more people going in and out of the apothecaries. You know, they're just looking for something to help them sleep.
I think it's a bigger problem than just a few sleepless nights. I think it's a problem in Raven Grove, and we'd like to help if we can. So more people don't get hurt by banging their heads against the wall.
Well, how exactly are you going to help? You think this has something to do with Arrowstone? Because I know that's what Petros was into. I know that he was all about it.
I nod a lot. Like I'm just like,
I mean,
I'm with you.
this is not the first time we've heard about wailings from
Well,
Arrowstone prison.
that's all that child talk, man. That's what they do. The kids walk around and talk about the Lopper and the Marauder and it's spittle. It's spittle. It's what the parents tell their kids. Keep them indoors at night.
Yeah, I mean, indoors is great unless they're banging their heads against the walls. Indoors. We want to help everyone. So I mean, it doesn't hurt to investigate if you give us permission to that.
So
we'd love to help.
You think that everyone in town is just bouncing their heads off the walls?
Not necessarily, but we'd like to not let that happen.
Well, I think first and foremost, you should probably identify whom that straight razor belongs to, because that looks like it was made to cut a beard, and no one's touching my beard. It just ain't happening.
No, it's a lovely beard. Just keep it as it is.
It's right horseshit. I know that I can't grow much of a beard. Try to blow smoke up my ass. This ain't my first time around here.
Not everyone likes long beards, dude. Just saying.
Listen, man, I'm gonna propose something maybe a little crazy. You might not be able to accept it right now, but like, think about it, man. Like, why don't we work together?
No.
Why don't we share information? You know, try to come up with what's happening in this town, because you love this town, obviously. We want to figure it out, man. But like, you working against this isn't helping. You got a dead fucking dog. Headless dog in your this can't be normal, man.
No.
And if it was us, we have no reason to do this. So I don't know, maybe you should let us know if things are happening in the town.
How am I to know that you didn't have anything to do about it?
Would a diplomacy role be helping with the officer?
We may be like a bunch of misfits kind of traveling together, but we're good people and we want to help.
That is yet to be told.
Something is wrong.
I legitimately just woke up in my house, albeit not much of a house,
Lord.
tied my feet and hands, feeling like I've just been hit by a carriage, and you're all like, no problems, man. We didn't mean to.
You were possessed and it would have killed you.
I believe you. I mean, I don't really, but I'm saying that I do. So you'll leave me alone.
Look into my eyes.
Why are you bleeding from your side there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why don't you turn around?
No. Are you trying to look at my butt?
I'm trying to see where the blood's coming from.
It's not coming from anywhere. Anyway, we're not bad people.
See, how are you trying to tell me to trust you and she just straight up gonna lie to me like that?
You're gonna look at my ass. I don't feel comfortable.
Well, like, maybe it's none of your fucking business, man.
Well,
I don't feel comfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. Somebody blow the whistle!
Why don't you all just leave then and let the sheriff do his job in this town? I understand that you wish for us to work together, but if you just can't be honest with me, then there's nothing for us to talk or work together about.
To be fair, man, like, we gave you your swill, right, man? You asked for that. We cut your bindings. We did that.
Then
I don't know what else we're supposed to do.
Shit on my face.
We have, man. We've explained that to you several times.
I knew you did. I knew it. You look like a face sitter. You look like it. Did you
Man, you know, I'm gonna like sense motive at this point to see if he's just like being reluctant.
I was gonna ask if
Never mind.
Would a diplomacy role kind of help towards my arguing with him to like let us help him or let us investigate Harrowstone? Because I believe you
can try. So here's the thing: when it comes to a skill check, particularly verbal skill checks,
I mean, I think I'm gonna fail it now.
You roll the
because
dice
it's mad.
and then you do the talking bit. If you roll, like, if you nat 20, and you're like, dude, let us in, you old fuck, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You gotta convince me. So go ahead and make the roll, and then...
I feel like I was winning, and then he got cross. Damn it.
Maybe we shouldn't try to convince him right now, though. Like, maybe
I just want to convince him that we want to help.
Again, this is still Symarra's opportunity. She's been
of course,
biding her time. This is go for it.
I'm just talking like strategy-wise. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, just to be like, so he can like chill out a little bit and let us.
Yeah.
I need to think of my argument real quick. Pressure now.
let's see the roll in the meantime.
Oh, I keep typing dough as in DO20. DO20.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I understand tensions are high right now, and some of us have got more aches and pains than others. But I mean, I would love to chat to you about how we can help, or maybe not help you as much. But we wanna not be possessed also. So I mean, we can back off and come back. We can have a chat tomorrow. But I just, no harm was meant by coming here today. And hopefully, we helped you head a little bit. I'm sorry if it's sore. Can clean it out for you if you want.
Cypress chimes in on this and attempts to aid her and says, "And man, listen, if you want me to take a look at any of your injuries now or later, I'm more than willing to, man, to make sure that you're okay."
Mogar.
And we can get rid of this dog if you want us to take it.
You want to make good on this? 3 things.
Yeah, I do.
3 things.
But okay.
You do this for me, and I'll give you a week to investigate Harrowstone. And after that, I don't want to hear another bit about it. You spend all the time that you have left in this town, with whom you're here to visit, and then you leave. It could be 8 days from now. It could be the end of the month. Frankly, I don't give a damn. But if you're here to make me happy, and make amends for the situation, 1, you fix my door. 2, you remove the hound. Because it ain't mine. And I don't know what the hell to do with it. And 3, Stick Boy, you're smelling to high heaven of a very different kind of tobacco. And I think that I like a little bit of it. If you left some on my desk, I might relax the rest of the night.
Don't ask about tobacco.
I accept your terms, man, but I would also like to inquire as to if we could investigate around your hut a little bit also to learn more. Is that okay with you, man?
This man had tobacco. No, he said.
Fine.
Well, okay. I reach into my coat or my vest and kind of, look around. And I do realize that I am running low on joints. I've used quite a bit of it. I usually keep a good amount, but the last couple of days it's been tough. So I actually only have 2 left.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and put my final 2. I kind of show him, and I put it on the nearby surface.
Okay.
And I let him know that, hey man, while I'm in town, I'll probably have time to rustle up some more, man. So if you need more, just, let me know.
We'll talk when time does tell.
Yep. And I look to the rest of the group, and I'm just kind of like, is this agreeable with you guys, man? Seems good to me.
Yep.
Mogar.
Fair enough.
I'm just seeing whether or not I can help fix the door.
And I walk over, actually. I walk, as soon as I put that down on the desk, I cast Mend on the door.
Sure. It's going to take you about 5 minutes of using Mend to sort of mend up the brass holdings, any kind of fitting that it might have. And
Mogar will lift it up.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Before you guys even leave, he's going to light up the first bit of it and try to relax. Meanwhile, he'll also drum up what looks to be a linen and wipe some of his swill on it and then kind of wash his face. You hear him mutter some things about the smell of taint, and he's not about that.
I mean, I can get rid of the smell if you want, dude. Less musky.
I was out in the rain for half of a night. Excuse me.
Ew.
I love how all Nick's getting from this is the self-consciousness of her ass smell. Yeah.
As you guys are walking out the door.
No, I was gonna ask a question.
Go ahead, ask away.
Just while he's fixing that for you, I was just wondering, do you know of anyone who has some tobacco? I could, thinking about trying some. in town? You know anyone who's got any?
Yeah. There is a lady lives on the opposite town. You're gonna have to go up near Elkarid's. Zokar. Gotta go near Zokar. It's on the opposite side of the river. Older lady. No point in telling you her name. It's not gonna matter anyway. She cuts hair. Very old.
Opposite side
older
of hair
than
is
me.
what I just wrote.
She cuts hair, and she kind of like mulls over things for a moment.
That's where the straight razor come from. Yes.
She does a good job.
I have a question for you, Gibbs. Does she also shave?
Oh yeah, she does.
Hmm.
You can see that he's sort of stricken back at the thought of it. He's looking down. He's still taking a hit of the joint.
You okay there? You're not going down a bit of a downer?
What? Oh no, I'm wiping his eyes. I'm fine. I just gotta get this shit smell off my face.
Can I do prestidigitation for him? I can't say that word.
Sure. What would you like to alter the smell to?
Cherry pie.
Grass after rain.
Ew.
Stupid.
Okay, it does.
Which is the exact smell outside right now.
Yeah.
He begins to smell it, and he's like, I don't like that either. He starts wiping his
I mean,
face.
it's not
I
ass.
told you cherry pie.
That's not ass.
I told you cherry pie. I told you cherry
It's better.
pie.
It's better, I think. Thank you.
You.
On your way out, he'll say his goodbyes. And
Oh,
as you-
who's carrying a wolf?
As you turn Nyx to walk out the door, he'll say, "Aha! I knew it! I knew it." So you have a bite
You know,
impression.
Nyx just like fucking turns around again.
Turn
And she's
your
like, you
cow.
know, some people would feel glorified to have my ass on their face, but whatever.
That ain't me.
We're really not bad people, so you should really get that out of your head. But bye! And then she kind of like does this thing where she's like, and like smacks like the little like bite
The
mark
bite?
that's on her
Oh,
ass and just
God.
walks out.
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Blood
It
gushes
is.
out of
She
it.
does it with pride though. She's not really one to like, you know,
You're
she's
like-
very
like
like,
the tap is
set
like,
in her act.
Eat
So she's
my
not one to break it. She's like,
Okay. Perfect. You bite the lip and you walk out. You hear the seething that. You guys have successfully put up the door. You have left what is needed to cope with the stress of the
Mogar will have the wolf.
the 5-man gangbang, and you've removed the wolf.
So now we have to leave.
Hey, before we go though, I want to look back at him and I said, and I want to tell him, you know, hey man, I know that you asked at the end of this that you would like us all to leave town, and we will, man. But hopefully by the time this is through, like, you won't want us to. And that's what I'll say to him at the end as I like walk. And I tell him, and I remind him to let me know about his injuries if he wants me to take care of him.
He'll nod on to you, just kind of like ushering you out.
Okay.
Was he about to cry? A little bit.
When?
Just then? Before,
No,
I think Bub was just cleaning his eye.
So you step outside. You're standing again in the rain as it pours down all around you. You realize that you haven't had much sleep. You've had very little gained in this evening. You have very little leads. You know now that something could have happened across the river at the old lady's home. She does hair, or at least she cuts hair.
where is that on the map?
I will pick it, actually.
So he's at the old lady's. He was at the old lady's home.
the tobacco, she has tobacco, and she does shaving as well, so that's probably where the straight razor came from. So he's been there at some point in the night, and then gone to Kendra, stole the planchette, and then gone.
All right. For some
Most
reason,
likely.
my ping isn't happening.
Okay.
Oh wait,
What
I know
number
why.
is
I got it. I got you.
Oh, it's behind M4.
Okay, so it's behind M4. What's M4?
Top left.
Let's find out what M4 is. M4. I mean, you're gonna obviously have to figure it out when you get there, but actually, you're not gonna know. It wasn't pointed out to you.
Okay.
Oh.
As you exit, did you guys want to go back to Kendra's and try to get more sleep?
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
I need to heal up.
Making your way down the road, trying to get back to Kendra's. I'm assuming that you guys are gonna kind of go to the road itself, and then down to the street to B, and then back over the bridge, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get to B and you're about to turn, I will need perceptions, please, from everyone.
I was supposed to 3, right?
Yes.
Yep.
This is just an in real life thing. Remember that the UK
Oh
does
my
savings
God.
time this weekend, so I'll be back to normal for
Nice.
everyone in the UK next week.
Very cool.
So you guys
Oh,
are just too tired to see anything. He's just
So,
like,
the only one I don't have is Cypress. Wow, very good.
Nice.
Cypress. You actually catch this. Cypress. On our way back, you're talking with Tima, you're expressing what's happened. She's very confused the entire time, but she's just kind of following your lead. Everybody else turns at the B to go down the bridge, but as you're kind of talking to Tima, you're like, yeah, man, it happened like this. And you look over, and out of your peripheral vision, you see something. Going down the opposite way as the fork bends to the left and the right, left is to Kendra's, right is to the prison, you see a figure. A figure floating. Moving in the direction of the prison is Kendra. Her body is risen off of the earth.
Wait, what? She's levitating?
Oh,
God damn it! You guys left the door open. No.
You guys left the door open. That's the problem here.
Her head-
It's not women floating in the air. It's the fact that we let Kendra out at all.
Her head is
She's not
tilted
supposed
back.
to be out of the kitchen.
Her hair is unfurled, and it hangs loose as her hands are strung out, like she's being guided like a marionette and a puppet. And her body hovers across the ground in the direction of Harrowstone Prison.
I got the rope.
Even or odd, bub?
Even.
Even. Okay. If you win this,
Okay.
All right. Then I will only have thought this was a high imagination that I am seeing since it was out of my periph. You win. I discard it. I kind of just go, and I just think I'm super high and allowing my own biases to let me see what I see.
All
So
right.
I don't say anything to the group.
And that
I
is
just
where
keep
we
walking
end
and
the
talking.
session.
Holy shit. That was great.
Oh, that was fucking amazing.
That is where we end the session.
That was great.
Yes.
It's
Perfect.
gonna happen.
Perfect. Guys, let's, if you're in the chat right now, let's get some clappas. Give us a round of clappas, please.
You dick.
You dick.
Take all this glitter off now.
Let's get some clappas in chat, please.
Oh my god.
Just like that. Very good. Round of applause. That was so good, guys. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead and start figuring out inspiration. So, tonight, who had the clutch roll?
Tat, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Tash just because she came in with the inspiration idea to give to.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very
And she
good.
rolled well in the diplomacy too. That helped us
Mm-hmm.
convince Gib.
Very good. Okay. All right. That sounds unanimous. Very cool. All right. So, who was tonight's role-playing beast? Who was the best role player?
Mogar, give it down.
I like
I barely
Mogar.
did anything.
You committed to it.
Yeah, but you commit every time, dude. Like,
Mogar's always quiet.
yeah, but when you do talk, it's always. "Rah!"
Could kick down this door and I'm gonna
I like
hook you in the
I
wall.
like the choo-choo train, so I
Yeah.
mean,
That's true. That was a pretty impressive choo-choo. And you guys at home,
Choo-chin.
choo-choo. If you are at home watching right now, you guys get to determine who was tonight's MVP, the most valuable player of the evening.
MVP.
In your personal opinion, everybody gets a vote at home. You guys decide who would get the last.
It reminds me of like American Idol when you say that every time.
It's for the winners at home.
Now you can text in.
Nix for sitting on his face. Nix, Mogar, Cypress, Nix, Cypress, Nix, Mogar, Nix,
The ass.
Cypress.
Nix or
yes.
Cypress? I'm out of this one.
Ugh, stretching. Remember, everybody, say happy birthday to Bub before it's too late. Forever.
Wow. Okay. All right. Looks like it's
Cypress?
it's starting to swing into Cypress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
Wow.
totally cool. How about we all agree to give it to Nix, and we will note that it was pretty close.
Nix, Cypress.
Nix, man.
Nix's ass is in the running now.
Nix.
She did knock him out
You know,
with the
Cypress
ass.
does have an
That
insight.
ass.
She knocked him out with the ass bite, so.
She did knock him out with the ass.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, we'll give that to Nix. That was good. That was good all the way around. Very cool.
Yay!
Awesome. So, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of tonight's game? Was it
It's
good?
great.
Was it fun?
It was needed. I felt like it was definitely one that filled a lot of information that we needed to be able to move to Harrow Storm.
Yeah.
So,
I've
I
been
feel like
waiting to
we've
do
got
this.
some good vibes, even though we beat him up a bit. I feel like we're on the right side of Gib now, so that he's gonna let us go to Harrowstone instead of us trying to sneak there and probably get in trouble again.
That's true. That's true. What are your thoughts, Ello?
It's like I every time we're done, I feel like we didn't do much, but we worked really fucking hard. It seems like. Let me ask you guys a question.
talk to us.
I'm okay with the pacing. Like, I'm totally fine with it. But I try to do more flavor things, like sit around and powwow with blunts and stuff like that. If you guys would like me to avoid more like time wasting stuff, then I'm totally fine with that.
No,
Personally,
the more
I'm
time
cool with it,
wasted,
but that's
the
just like
more
what my
sessions.
I
What's
love
that?
it.
I want the characters to be characters.
I think
And
it's
I like
both.
charisma.
I think we.
Okay, cool.
I really like having like the depth of characters and stuff, but I also want to know what happens in a story. like, I like.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be my character so much that I'm hindering progress in the story where we're
I don't
spending
think
like an hour on a
Not
smokeout
hindering.
session that really didn't help us.
I mean, we could like.
No,
we
it
could
helped
try-
a little bit.
You know, and
It
stuff.
helped us figure out like the tobacco stuff and like who kind of would have it.
Yeah, I think everything helped
No,
at the
it,
end of the
it,
day.
it adds to the story. It takes nothing away. I think it's perfect.
Okay. Okay, great. I'm
Cut
just
it out as long as you want. My opinion, 100% is I love you guys, and I truly enjoy this group, and I want to have as many sessions as we can possible, rather than rush it and then
Yeah, no,
get the meat and potatoes done, and then guess what?
We can buy the next book.
We're done.
Easy.
question, Bub. Would
Yeah.
you, as a DM, do you? And I know this is like way in the future or whatever.
Sure.
But let's say that we do successfully make it to the end of the campaign. Would you allow us to take these same characters into other campaigns, or
Well,
do you?
Interestingly enough, this is book 1 of 6 books.
Holy shit.
This
We're on, like,
campaign
page
is
2.
meant to take you from level 1 to level 18.
Wow.
If-
18.
If
Shit.
you happen to chase it that long. Now, this campaign, this particular portion, book 1, ends at like level 4. Level 4, level 5, I think that's the area. And if you guys decide that you want to keep going, then you can. But I want to be able to get you guys into one solid book, and then maybe you decide at the end, like, wash my hands of this. Bub, it was fun, but I don't think D&D is for me. Or Bub, it was cool, but you're not my favorite DM. Or
Oh my god, who the
Spent
fuck
an hour
would
and a
say
half
that?
doing makeup.
Who would
I
say
think
that?
Yeah.
I-
I'm half naked, okay?
We love you.
I'm covered in
Look at
glitter.
Daniel's half naked. That's how much we love you.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
You guys get that option, right? Plus, at the same time, I have to keep into consideration that you guys are performers and entertainers, and not only A, am I cutting into your personal time, B, I'm cutting into your sleep schedules. I know how important that is to me. I don't want to do that to you guys. So if you decide that, hey, like, this has been a great run, I enjoyed this all the way through, but I just don't think I can do it again for my own reasons, then I get it. I get it. So if we finish this and you guys decide I want to keep going, then we'll just fucking keep going. We'll figure out how much it's going to cost to buy the next book, and we'll just keep running with it.
We'll donate
It's a
or
while
something,
off
you know.
anyway, so I think we're trucking on. I'm enjoying it a lot.
No, I'm enjoying it a lot too. I just want my main question. Like, is everybody cool about the pace? I'm cool about the pace.
Yes,
you guys are cool
I
about the
love
pace.
it.
It feels
I
like
have
it's
no
great.
problem, dude. It also gives me
Like
a
it's
breather.
ready to
It also
pick
gives
up.
everyone a breather. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have
I
to
like the role playing of it as well. Like, although it's really fun to be in combat because it's lengthened, but it's quick fire. But I really like the role playing when we're all just like
It
in our
feels
character
natural when we do it this way. In my personal opinion, I know this is like my first time, but to me it feels like super natural, and I love it.
No, I'm great, man. I have no qualms with it at all. I just know that some people like to play faster pace, so I just want to make sure everybody.
I prefer this pace because it really shows anyone who's watching at this point everything that you've done for your characters, everything that you've poured into them. You get to see so much insight about them entirely. You get a feel for them. It's not just like, I'm Mogar and I have an 18 strength and that's it. No, you really get a feel for Mogar, like all the way through it. He's so rambunctious, and he's like, I'm waiting on Mogar just to be like, I'm Mogar and I was born ready to fuck. Like, I'm waiting for this eruption. I live for those moments.
You want him to pillage and plow? Jesus.
Did you say ready to?
In these moments, when Daniel is like, oh shit, I just got chills. Those are the moments that I live for.
I get them all the time. When you guys change it and shit happens, man, I'm like, what the fuck? Because I feel like we're in a movie, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are these characters. We're making the story.
I do feel like I read a lot, obviously, and I feel like I'm reading book. I'm just like, oh, this is great.
That's like at certain points when one just says shit, I'm like, oh my fucking god, like no, like I get so into it, like.
I love all the gifts
some of them-
that we get out of it as well.
The big thing that you guys need to keep in consideration, keep this in your mind, there is no such thing as failure. If you roll low, it just means a more interesting story. That's all. It means that things become more difficult, and it increases the value of the story. You're not actually failing, you're just making the challenge more visible to yourselves and to the viewers at home. I love it. I love every bit of this. I eat it up. I live for this shit.
I'm just glad we're all safe and we really didn't get hurt.
We're not home
I
yet,
mean,
so we're not safe yet.
Alma, you got co-cocked, like right to the jaw. You took a
Yeah,
big
but I
punch.
still got 10 HP. I got a big old chunk, but that dude, we won. In my opinion, we won the combat. We won the combat.
Sure, so.
And in the graveyard where we were inside the crypt, I feel that was a loss because he escaped. You know what I'm saying? Even though that makes the story much more juicier, and that's exactly what
We had him
wanted to do.
until
I'm
they
just saying.
ruined it.
I just feel like I ruined it, but I feel like this is but this one was definitely a great accomplishment, and I cannot wait to rest, gain my HP, and get the Harrow Stone if that's where we're going.
Good.
My favorite thing about level 1 groups is the lack of tools in your tool belt, and what it does naturally is make you look like a blundering bunch of idiots because you're level 1, and that's exactly what tonight was. While we were successful in finally stopping that guy, it was like 5 versus 1, and we were stumbling all over ourselves just to stop one man. Okay, imagine if it were something like a manticore or something like that. You know, like things get kind of crazy. But like Bub said, in real life too, you know, you learn the most about yourself when you go through trials and tribulations, right? The more that you grow really is in direct line with the problems that arise in your life and the things that you go through, right? When things are happy and sunshiny, you know, you don't really learn much about yourself. It's great to live that because it's great to be happy, but you'll realize that you'll grow the most when you're in pain and when you fuck up and everything. So if you roll low, like Bub said, you're going to learn a lot, and it's going to make things more important to you, you know? So yeah, man. And sometimes you just got to bite that ass, dude.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Perfect. Well, guys, you've made yet another Thursday incredibly memorable, and it's been so worth. I look forward to this game, and yeah, it's my birthday too, so that's fun.
Yeah.
You guys,
Can we get everyone in chat happy birthday before we get out of here?
Everyone has to say it,
Just
or nothing will happen. But this day, boom. You need to tell me where I can send this also.
Yeah. I'll give you an address. I mean, also, if you're on stream, it's directly beneath. You can send it to my PO box.
I have to read things.
I know, it's the worst. It's just Bubbernaut, PO Box 34, Beech Grove, Indiana 46107.
Totally didn't remember that.
Noted.
It's good to know that it's on your panel.
Just throwing this out there, but if you're a sub of mine and you're watching right now, you guys
You cut out. Say it again.
You have
said
an
if you're a
emote
sub-
to
Damn
say
it,
happy
man.
birthday.
Yeah, I have an emote to say happy birthday. So if you're a sub of mine, you have the proper tools in your tool belt to say happy birthday, dude. Instead of
Yeah,
just
happy birthday, Elo.
instead of just trolling.
Oh yay!
Thank you guys so much, man. Look at him coming out. Oh man, that's hot business. I would do it too, but I'm not gonna happy birthday myself. Like I'm just not gonna.
Why?
You should.
All right, fuck you, talk me into it.
happy birthday to me.
Use my diplomacy roll.
Don't get all Vance on us.
Everybody has been asking. It's like, when's Vance coming back? And I'm like, man,
God, he made me so uncomfortable.
that's a weird way of saying moist.
Get out! TM, get out of your own stream.
Oh, it's great. Oh,
I do
it's
need
so
to
good.
go to bed though. I
All
have
right.
a spinal clinic.
Sure,
in
I'm
the
gonna
girls.
go ahead and hit up a host, a raid. Guys, copy the raid command, and we're gonna go out and raid my friend, Robo Rob. He is a music producer, DJ Robo Rob himself, and yeah, let's get this raid live. Raid.
Do it.
Robo Rob music. Guys, thanks again for absolutely everything. Copy that raid command down and show him how you do. I'm sure he's going to love this. DJ Mixologist. He's the doctor at the panel. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm doing a
Bye.
12-hour birthday stream tomorrow.